good. All right. I think we're doing good. All right, let's do this. So the commentary community is off to a running start in the year 2017. And by a running start, I mean that it has turned into Lord of the Flies. You know, that film where those kids are like stranded on an island and they eventually have to take each other out one by one in order to survive. It's like the same thing, except in this case, it's not them surviving, it's their channels, which is an extension of themselves. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, something only I know. I got superpowers, but that's something only I know. What I want is mine, if I say it in my mind. I'll teach you if I had time, yeah.
Wow, Colin, this is a bit of a different video to me making, don't you think? Just a little bit. We want Netflix of the week number 7, please. Can you do that for us? So I know this is a major switch up from the content that I usually produce on this channel. However, I've always wanted to break into the commentary community, and I thought that there would be no better way to do that than discussing the certain toxicity that the commentary community has been having and the way that can be fixed, in my personal opinion. And actually, the day that I finished the script for this video, a very good YouTuber named Trollope put out a video that is very reminiscent of this, and we are going to cover a lot or some of the same points. And for a while I considered not uploading this, but I figured that these two videos actually complement each other rather well, where the stuff that he leaves out, I put my input in on, and vice versa. However, definitely go check out that video. The link will be in the description, because I think Trollope is one of the most underrated commentary channels that we have right now. So definitely do that. So this happened when Keem sent a tweet to No Fuckers saying that his content was getting a bit stale and boring. And of course, No Fuckers, being the more professional and mature guy, he responded to Keem by sending death threats. Now, I'm very 50-50 on Keemstar as a person. He has done some things that I view as admirable. However, on the other hand, I think he has done some things that are very emotionally awkward, and I don't think they're the most mature decisions in the world. However, in this scenario, Keem actually handles the situation rather professionally and makes No Fuckers look like an antagonist. This brings us to the first glaring issue with the community as a whole, and that is the word criticism. Commentary channels are based off of criticism. If you will take apart a standard video from one of their creators, it's dissecting a BuzzFeed usually video in a negative and condescending way. What's that saying? It's if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out of the place where the heat, shut the fuck up. That sounds about right. It honestly appalls me that a lot of these creators do this for a full-time job, essentially dealing criticism out to people who sometimes do not even deserve it. But when a extremely fair critique is made about your content, saying that it is getting repetitive, death to your family, right? Because that makes sense. That's not only extremely rude to the person that you're sending the mindless hate to, but it's extremely detrimental to your branding, which is proved by No Fuckers Twitter getting shut down afterwards, which is, Twitter is the biggest social media site for everyone now, especially YouTubers. Although I strongly disagree with the way that these channels take criticism, I do have to say in their defense that an explanation, I'm not saying it's an excuse, but an explanation is that the majority of these channels, aside from a few outliers, are extremely young. And when I say extremely young, I'm talking about my age. And more than likely, that means that their emotional maturity is between a level of subpar to non-existent. Every day I see people around me when I'm going to university just being absolutely ignorant to emotional situations, and it's just completely ridiculous. And I can imagine that that's the thing. These people are human. YouTubers are human. They are just like everyone else, despite how some people portray them in their heads as above them in some way. They are just like us, just like everyone. This is getting too goodbye, end of video, see you later. Now, the point that commentary channels have an issue with handling criticism ties perfectly into the next point I'm about to make, which is about a word that has garnered a massive amount of negative attention over the past couple of weeks. I guess it's a combination of two words: self-awareness. Now, although I've seen a lot of videos covering the channels and their excess amount of use of self-awareness in order to shield themselves from actual criticism, I don't think I've seen anyone actually provide the solution to this issue. So for all you I'm Alex's and Chubbs and Brad Does Banters out there who constantly put down the quality of your videos, saying that it's bad in your eyes, this is advice for you and directly to you. This is a solution that can help you abstain from self-awareness and deprecation alike. So come here, just a little closer, just a little bit closer. You ready? Change the subject of your deprecation. For example, if you're someone that I listed in the previous lists, Chubbs, Alex, Brad, and you do the thing that I said and you just put down your videos, it's going to get very old very quickly, and that has been made evident by the recent backlash that all three of those creators have been getting. Can you not? So what's the natural next step of progression as a creator? It's to try and improve your content. Which brings me to my next point. These points are like flowing together really good. I'm actually I'm proud of how this progression is going. Another really big issue with these bigger channels is their rehashing of video topics. One of the best up-and-coming YouTubers on the platform, who does loosely fall under the category of commentary, Quentin Reviews, sums this up better than I think I could, so I'm just going to play this clip right now.
Now, a big problem with being in this community in this day and age is that, well, in the past, in 2015, 2016, probably even 2014, there were a lot of stupid trends that were easy to make fun of and pretty funny. There were plenty of things. Every week it seemed like there was a new dumb meme, a new dumb viral video, so these people did not struggle to make content every day. But now these people struggle to make content twice a week, because there is nothing fun happening in 2017. It's been a very boring year. People are surprised that it's already March. It feels like January the 2nd. So what do you talk about in the commentary community when there's no good, like, jokes or videos or anything that's fresh? The answer is BuzzFeed. I used to love BuzzFeed videos. It felt like doing them and watching them was really raging against the establishment. And then I realized, oh no, we're the establishment now. Ah, geez, this sucks.
The reason that I believe this genre has become so repetitive is they basically have cornered themselves into the way that other YouTube and genres and specific YouTubers view them. See, a commentary can be on anything. A very talented YouTuber that I would view as part of this genre is a Mr. Bobby Burns. Mr. Burns puts out video essays on such topics as movies and YouTube related subjects and various other things. And most of the time he does bring a reinvigorating viewpoint that helps refresh the subject and just makes it more interesting as a whole. However, if you were to ask him if he was a part of the community, he would more than likely say no. The reason why is because commentary channels have submerged themselves into the pool of strictly talking about YouTube related things that they, even if they tried, they can't get up and break through to other content subjects. For example, on a channel that I worked on for 3 days called Midnight, I did a video on Kevin Durant signing with the Golden State Warriors and how big of an impact that would have on the rest of the NBA. By definition, that is an expression of opinion about an event or situation. That's why I value channels like Mama Max, Quentin Reviews, and Bionic Pig at such a high level. Quentin has always had films in his back pocket to analyze and only speaks on a YouTube topic when he deems necessary. and Bionic Pig, by far the most multifaceted person involved in the genre. The guy, he has gone through reality shows, food reviews, and he also makes fucking music. And Max is just Max. I don't even need to explain that. The basic thing that I'm trying to get at is, even if you don't see the immediate impact of diversifying your content, which you won't, obviously, in the long run, you will garner a lot of attention and respect from other creators, which will probably get you a further or a longer way than the former route would. And I know this is a sensitive subject, but I'll just bring this up briefly. Zaptai is very good at this, or, well, he's still on the platform, so he is very good at this, and you can see that from his taboo topic videos. Now, this part can be viewed as more subjective. However, I think there is sufficient evidence out there to prove the point that I'm trying to get across. Let's think of some of the defining characteristics that the commentary genre has been assigned by their viewers. Chubbs, fat. Elvis the Alien, weed. I'm Alex, tongue. Brad does banter, fat. Wild Spartans, fat. No fuckers, Russian. Pyrocynical, lesbian. Leafy chin. Now, what do all of those things have in common? None of them have anything to do with the creator's personality. While when we look at creators such as Quentin, Pig, Max, Deodor Anthony, and Sapaz, we think about their intelligence or abstract style of humor. These are attributes that revolve around the content they are producing, not outward factors. Now, I'm not trying to say that all the people in the former list make bad content. For example, I really think that Elvis the Alien is branching off with his new series, People Ruin Everything. I think that could go places that's farther than just the YouTube realm. The final thing I would like to bring up is Keemstar saying that the commentary genre is dead. Although I certainly agree that the commentary community isn't alive at the moment, I think a better term for it would be that it's just at a neutral standing or homeostasis. There's nothing pushing the genre forwards, but there's nothing making it regress at the same time. However, creators like Pig, Quentin, and Max have just passed, well, not just, but they have surpassed 50K, and they're quickly on their way up the pecking order. And smaller channels like The Random Shark, Trollope, and Sauron are starting to make more noise in the community, and their opinions aren't always exactly what the majority has to say. So I think this could spark a little bit of a revolution, maybe faster than we expected. Also, you have to take into consideration that the commentary genre can't die. There's too many topics to talk about that will always be around. And since trending topics, I hate to say it, will always be around, the commentary genre will never, ever, ever die. Well, that's been it. I don't really have anything else to say about this. This is my first video of this type on this channel. I plan on diversifying the content an immense amount, and that should be interesting for you guys. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in 3 months-ish. Well, I uploaded my short film about a month ago, but I digress. I haven't uploaded in about 3 months, and that's because I've been really focused on school. I'm getting a lot of my life together right now, and it feels wonderful. I'm more on the up and up. I have more energy. I'll be able to produce more content than I was before. It's going to be fantastic. I'll tell you more about it in a future video, but otherwise, thank you so much for sticking with me if you have, and for all of the new people that are going to come onto this video, subscribe if you'd like. I think I'm a pretty charismatic guy, and considering this is my first video of a commentary type, I know it's not going to be the greatest, but I think it will be sufficient for a subscribe. Sufficient for a subscribe. So yeah, that's about it for me, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your days. I will be seeing you soon, and cue that outro that I still have to think of.